something. They're mine. Thank you. This is Vinny.
Hello.
Vinny's our producer. So hello, Vinny.
Hello.
And why are you our producer tonight?
Because our producer is also sick.
Yeah.
So I'm acting producer.
Acting producer.
Acting producer.
You ever taken acting classes before?
I wish I did.
We'll give you a score out of 10 after tonight. Thank you for delivering. And this is Taylor. Hello, Taylor.
Hello.
You can't hear Taylor because Taylor's too far away from the microphone. Thank you, Taylor. What are you doing tonight? What's your job?
I'm guest liaison.
Did you hear that? Guest liaison. What's that? She has to deal with all the people who come in. They're about to be seated right there. Your letters tonight are these. Thank you, Taylor. First one tonight, the most boring endurance ever encountered. What is it? You'll find out when they start talking. I'm pretty sure I've lost a previous love over this stuff, but he was far too polite to tell me. What is it? Again, you'll find out when we start chatting about it. And the last letter tonight, is there some sort of convention that compels me to like my wife's friends? Yeah, he doesn't like going out with them. She wants him to go. They've been married for 15 years, and now the rules are changing. Find out what the panellists have got to say. Don't go away. Sweet and Sour starting right now. Thank you, Taylor.
Got a problem,
Thank you, Vinny.
big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby, it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half an hour. Who's on the show tonight? You want to know straight away, so we're going to meet them all straight away. First up, hello, my mate, Jen Starr.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good, mate.
That's good.
Nice to see you.
Yes, thanks
How
for
are we
having me
looking? How are we
Pretty
looking?
good. She's
All
done a
right?
good job. Yeah.
She's pretty good on the makeup, this lady. Yeah. Worked on any movies lately?
No, but I entered the Perth Hair and Makeup Artist Awards last weekend.
And
I had Lucy as my model and first runner-up for the runway trends.
Who picked you?
There was two makeup artists that basically chose the winner before, it was in secret, you just pushed your model through and they didn't know who'd done the hair and the makeup, and I had Steph Davis do the hair for us as well, so it was good.
Well done. Hello, Louanne.
Good fun.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Made any matches with people with lots of dollars lately?
Yes, lots
Yes?
of matches coming in and out of my door. Oh, God, that sounds so terrible.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. People want to hear the success. People want to hear that the door is rotating and they're coming in with not so happy faces and leaving with
glee
lots
and
of
joy.
happy bits and yeah. Nice to have you on the show. Hello, Suzie.
Hello.
You got a new gig.
I know, it's very exciting.
What's it called?
It's Australia by Design.
When's it on?
Well, it's a state by, it's already started, and so it's looking at architecture in each state, and Western Australia, I'm only involved in Western Australia, and that's in a few weeks. It's on Channel 10.
Channel 10.
Yes.
Do we know what days?
Saturday.
Saturdays,
But it's
all right,
on
I'm gonna be watching.
10 go, oh, 10 go, oopsie, 10 go, and it's on the website
I
as
know
well.
my mother will be watching.
Oh, that's
She loves it every time you're on the show. I like that, Suzie.
I've already met her once.
Hello, Louise.
Hello, Gary.
How are you?
I'm very, very well, thank you.
Okay, show us your shoes.
Oh, I do have some shoes.
Do you?
Mine on,
Go-
actually, yeah. So I can't show them. I can't put my foot up on the table.
Oh, don't be shy. All right.
She's
then.
going to dance on the table later.
I am learning to tango, so
Excellent.
yes,
Okay,
maybe I can
hang
dance.
on. I'll pull
later.
out a wad of cash. What's the industry like at the moment?
Very good, actually. I'm very excited because I'm developing my own brand, Louise M, handmade in Italy. So
Wow.
yeah. So next time you're on the plane, everybody, you have to ask the Qantas or the Virgin Australia girls whether they're wearing Louise M shoes.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that. Louise M shoes. Remember that. Okay, I'll be looking. So do you have to fly to Italy and sit there and nail them out and cut them
I
out?
do have to fly to Italy and go to the factory. So yes, I will be going again shortly,
Okay.
which is very, very nice.
Here we go. Letter one. It's called On the Slide. Dear Mitch and panel, how much do we have to endure? When I was much younger, decades before Facebook, I considered being invited over to an aunt's, uncle's or friend's home to watch their holiday snaps on slideshow, the most boring endurance ever encountered. It was awful. I hadn't been to any of those places they were showing us. I didn't want to see more dishes of food, nor another church or ruin. It meant nothing to me at all to see this stuff, and I was constantly bored. I always complained whenever Mum and Dad said that we were invited to see more of Uncle Jim's family travel slides. It was excruciating. Thankfully, that form of entertainment died quickly as the slideshow novelty died and the boredom it produced spread like an infectious disease. Almost 30 years have passed since my last slideshow, only to find that I'm being attacked again by the same villain in new novelty clothing. It took me a little while to gravitate to Facebook, and now that I have, I can't believe that the old cliche of what's old is new is never more apt. I thought it was what's new is old. Or is it what's old is new? It's probably both, isn't it? Okay, all right. We won't be picky, Roy of North Perth. The slideshow is back, and they're on Facebook in practically every second post my friends put up. How long do you think it will be before we all feel the same boredom with our friends' holiday snaps, or this time, is it here to stay? Do the panellists feel the same? Are you and everyone spending less and less time going through the Facebook holiday posts by friends? Why is there an expectation that I will want to eagerly consume my mates' boring holiday snaps anyway? Bloody unproductive and a boring waste of time. Roy of North Perth in WA. Suzie, are you bored with Facebook
my God,
and other
Roy
people's
is
holiday snaps?
Roy is such a grumble bum. I mean, seriously, Roy, get a life. Why don't you turn off Facebook? Why don't you, whatever you do to get off Facebook? I'm actually not on Facebook. But I mean, quite honestly, why don't you go on a trip yourself and have your own travel diary and actually really start to think about what you can do? Stop being a grumble bum. But
You sound like one of those people who actually posts up all your holiday snaps.
Well, I don't have Facebook because I find it really narcissistic and I can't be bothered with any of that.
Okay.
But I do want to say, just talking about...
Do you have slideshows?
Well, I'm just going to tell you about slideshows, which is really quite interesting because my mum and dad, my dad passed away and my mum has dementia. And so one of the things I remember as kids is going to slideshows where my parents would all get with their friends and they'd have the Super 8 movie or the slideshow. They'd regale about their travels and we would all be bored laying asleep on the ground. They'd be drinking too much, eating too many after dinner mints. And now I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be great to get those out? So I've dusted off the musty old boxes and I now need to work out how to put them onto a DVD. But the reality is, I think it's going to be fantastic to show my sisters and all of our kids.
But that's a different thing. That's nostalgic.
Yeah,
that's,
but I think,
have a look what we looked like back then.
Yeah,
and all that
I know,
sort of
but it was boring when we were kids. But I just think that
boring.
actually, Roy, you really need to go and get a life of your own.
All
Seriously.
right, Louise.
Well, Roy is definitely not going to be my friend on Facebook because I love to travel and I am guilty of the Facebook holiday snap posts.
And she's going to Italy as well.
So I'll post it to you just for Roy. And a lot of my friends love to travel as well. But I think Facebook's a great way to do the holiday snap thing because you can either just flick through quickly or you can stop on something that attracts you and it takes you back to a place where you may have been yourself. Or there are places that I will never get to, so you have a little travel experience without actually going there.
But what do you think? Do you show every single meal you had? Like I had breakfast, I had dinner.
I don't do the meals.
No. I tend to do a bit of a collage at the end of like the 3 days in a particular place. I just do a little collage of things and then move on to the next little section as well.
Jen?
I think Roy should just deactivate his Facebook or unfriend these people or even just like change his newsfeed. Personally, I like to see the holiday snaps. If I have to be looking at people's weddings, children, babies, and they're not related to me, then
See you
it's
later,
not
don't
that
look.
exciting for me. So I am one of those people who will put every pina colada, every beach location, not all the food, but I like to see what other countries people are going to that I might want to go to next.
Pina coladas don't do it for me either. Louanne, what do you like on Facebook?
Okay. What do I like on Facebook? That's not what the question is. And best we not go there.
You can see that the time's up, so go on. Tell us what you do.
So when you were a child, it was not a choice that you had to watch slideshows. Now it becomes a choice. So if your choice is not to watch them and look at them, don't look at them, but understand that people only share the best part of their life that they want you to see. So perhaps actually understanding that some people actually want to showcase the things that are good going on in their life. So be happy for them.
Be happy for them. You're
Exactly.
a grumble bum.
And, let them share their joy.
We asked this question of our online community. Does Facebook create an expectation to like friends' posts no matter how pointless or boring they happen to be? And these are your responses coming up. 35%, only a minority, said yes, and 65% said no, because you can just flick through them. When we come back, we're going to be talking about whether you should keep secrets from a new lover. Ooh, what secret is this lady keeping? We know. See you soon.
Getting in touch with Sweet and Sour is easy. Just head to sweetandsour.net.au to send us a letter. And while you're there, why not check out our past episodes? Plus, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And for a behind-the-scenes look at Sweet and Sour, check us out on Instagram.
And for every person that writes in and we discuss their letters, we're going to send them to the movies, courtesy of Natalie Cameron and NRC Communications. And the movie we're sending them to this week is Hampstead, and all the panellists have seen it. Couldn't you tell by that response? Here we go. All right. Letter 2, titled Not a Summer Breeze. Dear Sweet and Sour, I am in a new relationship and everything is still shiny, happy and euphoric. I'd like to keep it that way for as long as possible. There's only one issue that really concerns me and I'm very conscious of it every time we're together, and I'm quite sensitive about it because I'm pretty sure I lost a previous lover to this, but he was far too polite to say as much. You see, I have IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, and it wreaks havoc on me much of the time. While I often keep it well hidden, I'm constantly having to also excuse myself to run off to a private space and, well, pass wind. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. She needs a few tissues rather than a few tricks up my sleeve. Like filling my handbag with different chocolates, lollies, and even small cakes and donuts. I return to him with an offering and it never fails to put a smile on his face, but I'm continually walking on eggshells of my own making and it's pretty exhausting. So my question to all of the panellists is, when is it okay to come clean, so to speak? After 6 months, is it too soon to share this with my new partner and expect him not to run for cover? I know I need to get to a point where I'm able to share my secrets with my partner, but how long do I have to wait, or is this one of those situations where I'm perpetually going to be holding back? Caroline of Essendon in Victoria. You know, Essendon, the home ground for Essendon, the footy team, is Windy Hill, so quite amazing. Jennifer.
I would hazard a guess that this woman should probably just change her diet and a lot of this will go away. Also, she's probably so stressed about this whole thing that's
creating more anxiety that's building up in her.
Yeah, but the whole, like, have the handbag full of cakes and donuts and chocolates and lollies is just odd. It's really odd.
Well, he thinks that she's running off to go and get a lolly for him or a chocolate for him.
Yeah,
or
well, he's not very observant and it's just odd.
Yeah, if you followed her, you could
so
see
many
her
puns in it as well.
lifting her leg or something around. Louanne, what's going on here?
Okay. No doubt that she's been down the road of the medical, the medical part of diet, which
She's
most
checked it
people
out.
will do.
Yeah.
I think that it's time to look at the psychosomatic causes of what this is. And when you hold on to shit, emotional shit, and you let it go, hold on, let it go, unfortunately, the expectations other people have of you will affect your bowel. So you need to stop holding on to your shit, actually figure out where the emotion is attached to this and clear the emotional stuff, and you'll find your IBS will start clearing itself up. But holding it on and letting it go, holding it on, letting it go, actually is a big part of your problem.
It's all in your head, not in your bowel.
In your emotion, actually.
In your emotion. Who's
or
next?
lack of emotion.
Come on, Suzie.
Well, look, I want to say, Caroline, this letter made me really sad. I'm not sure that she has gone to a doctor, and I don't think you can go to, and I agree with
How do
Jenny.
you self-diagnose IBS
Well,
then?
because you just have like a very sore gut and you're very windy, and a lot of women actually get this, but it's actually can be symptomatic of other things, and you really need to go to a doctor. You need to get your diet sorted out, work out if you're allergic to anything, and then you go tell the guy. And you know, you don't keep these things a secret. I mean, it's not like you can keep it secret to be honest with you. I mean, but you need to get medical help. But I do agree with Louanne that it's something else in there as well.
Poor old Louanne, every time she's on this program, she has a fart letter. So, give us the rap for it, Louise.
I did have a strong wind letter last time.
Did you as well? It's just something
I
to
don't
do
know what
with
it
the
is about
blues.
me, but yeah.
Rhymes with poos.
Well, I think firstly it's great that she's got a new relationship, but she's not probably going to be holding on to it because she's thinking so much about how she's going to cope with the situation. She's not actually fully present in the moment with her new relationship. So, and I think, you know, telling him soon is good, but I think you do have to wait till you're, you know, you're going to stay with him a bit longer. But
Or that he's committed.
Yes, because he might just laugh at you. But you know, 1 month is too soon, 6 months is too long. You'll know when you're at ease with him, and he'll
She's
understand
got
and
6
support
months worth
you.
of practice up her sleeve. Keep going until you get rid of it. What do you have to tell him for? Yeah, go and get help.
Did you know 1 in 5 actually have IBS?
1 in 5 people
so
have
he actually might
IBS.
have it too.
Hang on,
Yeah.
one of us on the panel. We asked our online community this question: should you share all your deepest secrets with a partner of only 6 months? And here's your responses. There you go. 30% said yes, only 30% a minority, and the majority said no, you don't have to share anything. When we come back, our final letter of the evening is whether we have to actually like our partner's friends, or whether we don't have to like our partner's friends and they can go off and do their own bits and pieces with them whenever they like. Don't go away, more of Sweet and Sour and the ladies. See you soon.
Hello, feel free to take my advice, because I'm not using it.
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Amazing. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. Here we go. The last letter comes to us from Nathan of La Perouse in New South Wales. Hello, Sweet and Sour. Is there some sort of convention that compels me to like my wife's friends? My wife and I are opposites and we bring very different things to our relationship. It makes for a very rich union. We're both pretty passionate about our loves, our interests, but that doesn't extend to our very separate grouping of friends. It's fair to say that neither of us have any common friends, but we do have very respectful relationships with the have-tos, that is, each other's close relatives. For some reason, my missus has started demanding that I begin to like her friends and start accompanying her to various social outings with those friends and their partners. How, lovely chorus. How infuriating that after 15 years of marriage, the rules are changing. I've always attended to the formal invitations with her, that is, to weddings, birthdays, balls, etc. But now I have to start doing some home visits and dinners, apparently. What is in my wife's head now? Do I have a chance of resuming my original non-friends association conditions, or will she be nagging me forever? As we said, Nathan from La Perouse, straight to Louise.
Well, we all have friends that we prefer to spend more time than others, and even with my husband's friends it's the same thing. There's some of his friends that I prefer to spend more time than others.
But you do spend time with the others as well.
Because I think he and Nathan's wife would be the same. There's something about them that is likeable, you know, unless they're being disrespectful or something, which I'm sure my husband wouldn't hang out with people like that. So,
Nathan doesn't like his wife's friends.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He should compromise a little bit, and he might actually start enjoying going out with them if he gives them a chance to get to know them.
You think he hasn't given them a chance?
He hasn't given them. I'm actually surprised he's still married after 15 years. And if relationships are about give and take, and if he doesn't want this marriage to end at 16 years, I think he should go in and perhaps do the dinner parties and things with the friends of hers that he likes more so than the other friends.
Suzie,
Well, I
the
agree.
conditions are changing though. For
sorry.
15 years, 16 years, he's been able to not endure her friends, and now all of a sudden she's going,
maybe she's gone knock, 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 and she said, you know what, I've had enough of this ridiculous situation. And maybe she said after 15 years, no, actually, you're going to come. I need you to come because I'm sick and tired of making up excuses for you not attending, Nathan. And now she's saying, you know what, I've had enough of this, and you know what, Nathan, if you're pig-headedness, you've got to be very careful because you might find that she starts inviting someone else of the male variety, and you might find that your stubbornness is actually a very costly exercise when you have to have a divorce.
Remember, happy wife, happy life.
Happy
well,
wife,
exactly.
happy life. We asked our online community this question: do you have to associate with your partner's friends socially? And your results are these: 70%, the overwhelming majority, said, yep, you've got to associate whether you like it or not. Only 30% said no. I wonder if those 30% are partnered.
No, it's just ridiculous.
Ridiculous?
Yeah.
Is it ridiculous, Louanne?
Well, I'm going to say no. I don't think it's ridiculous at all. The ground rules are what they... 15 years, it's not ridiculous. Women spend their whole relationship trying to change a man. Men take their whole relationship trying to hope that their woman never changes. You can't tell someone who they can and can't like. And you can't say, oh gee, I really want you to come because I want you to come, because I'm comparing my relationship, like our relationship, to all our friends' relationships, and all the other husbands come, but you don't come. And now our relationship is now being compared to everybody else's. Go and get some new friends that are your friends that you both enjoy together. Go and do something together where you can get some mutual friends, because I do think it's important that you socialise together with friends. But if you don't like her friends, she doesn't like your friends, whatever, go and get some new mutual friends, go and try something together and get a bit of unity, because you do actually need that. But if you have nothing in common with the friends, why should you have to sit there in excruciating pain? It's just going to ruin your relationship at the end.
He doesn't have anything in common if he's
But he's known it for 15 years. He goes to balls, he goes to all the obligatory things.
Does all the
he's
bits and
making an
pieces.
effort, and I don't think that he should be told who he should and shouldn't like.
Jen?
Go and get new friends together.
Come on
Draw
in.
a spine,
Mine.
Nathan. Draw a spine and just say you're not going, because you're going to be one of those people that go to these events and basically just sit there in a bad mood anyway.
Everyone's
so you
gonna
might
hate
as well
you.
just get left at home anyway, because pretty soon your wife's friends won't want you to go anyway. So that's your option. Just be grumpy about
I
it.
think it's fortunate that she wants him to go.
Yes.
Yeah, she wants you to go. Do you like this
but
letter to give away the pair of limited edition sunnies, courtesy of Alon Treves and Aussie Opticals? Or do you like another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
No
go,
great
I'll go
affinity.
letter 3.
Letter 3? Okay.
I'm a letter 3 kind of girl.
Letter 3. Nathan, you've got 2 out of 2 so far. Suzie?
I'm a letter 2. I wouldn't.
You're a
give it
letter
to
2.
Nathan. I might give it to his wife though.
Oh, she's the irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
One for letter
I feel
2.
sorry for her.
Yes, I'm doing letter 3 as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
My Lord.
Coming out
Yes.
to Nathan of La Perouse in New South Wales, a pair of limited edition sunnies, courtesy of Alon
Then
Treves.
he only has to actually hear them, not see them, right? He can put the
sunnies
sunglasses
on
on and only have to
Okay, all right. Can justify it anyway. Goodness me. Good night, Jen.
See you later.
See you, my darling. See you back on the show sometime, yes?
Come on.
Okay. Lou,
Thank you for having me.
have you got any millionaire women as well who want to be matched up with
Actually-
not so millionaire men?
There's plenty of women out there that have money. It's not just confined to the male gender.
Yeah.
Plenty of women that have done well for themselves also.
Okay. How have they done well? They haven't married well and then walked off
And
with it?
divorced better? Yes, that sometimes happens.
Ah, jeepers. Suzie?
God, I never did either of those. Yes.
It's never too late.
Oh no, I'm not married.
No,
again.
no, no. What's the show you're on?
Australia by Design.
When's it on?
Saturday afternoons, but
Channel 10.
West Australia is in a few weeks.
In a few weeks.
Yeah.
Well done.
What do we look up for our shoes online?
LouiseMshoes.com.
We don't do shameless plugs at all. Thank all of our wonderful panellists tonight. Thank our terrific crew here at Central North Metropolitan Tape. I've got to get that name right, don't I? Goodness me, they'll tell me after the show and I'll have it right for next week. And thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night, everyone. Ladies, this is where we wave. Thank you. Good night, everyone. See you next week. Bye-bye. Who's singing that song?